Okay, tonight we're playing Monster Hunter XX. Yeah, let's play some Monster Hunter. I'm trying to make this as comfy as possible, so I made some hot chocolate. Can you see it? Oh my god. Spilling all everywhere. I wish I had sprinkles. It also comes with marshmallows. I believe we got up to whatchamacallit. We got up to 5-star quest, right? Oh shit. I'll just leave it like this for today. Alright. Hi! We gotta fight a logger cuck, huh? I think for that I will be bringing a great sword. Well, I thought I had. Yada yada. What's Loggercross weak against? Ooh, it's weak to fire, eh? Alright. Delicioso. No sailing. Don't talk to me. This is pretty good. Yep, that. Now that was a hearty meal. Ooh, Moxie? I forgot what Moxie does. Oh yeah, that's what Moxie is. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have any pickaxe. Alright, we need to pick some of those up. Alright, let's pick up the quest. Fisherman Fiend, was it? Okay. I haven't been in this area in like forever. I haven't played this game in forever. So let's see. Okay. Give me 1 second. I have to configure the inputs. For some reason the C stick isn't working properly. Okay. There we go. Alright. Do some gathering while we're here, so that way when we actually need stuff, we have stuff and we don't have to waste our time gathering later. Okay. Spiderwebs are also always good to get because they're pretty rare when you need them. You can't buy them from the storekeeper, so it's always good to have spiderwebs. If my memory serves me correct, he should be in 10. So it was interesting. So Logger Crust, you fight this guy the first time in try, if you don't know, if you're new to the whole Monster Hunter scene, and he was the front runner for that game, I believe. Yes, he was on the cover of that game. Hey, fighting. Oh, you're not here? So where the hell are you? He was the mascot for that game. So each Monster Hunter, they do have like a mascot. So he was a mascot for that game because Try was the first game where you can swim underwater. So it was pretty interesting. I was pretty happy about, like, a lot of people didn't like Try. I think a lot of people didn't like Try because one, it was on the Wii and nobody really wanted it to be on the Wii. But and I don't think like people wanted to use the nunchucks per se. If he's not here, then I think he's in that I think I know where he is. So I think a lot of people, me included, was a little butthurt for that. Personally, I didn't really want Monster Hunter to be on a console. I'd rather it be in handheld, so you know I could play it all the time. Because during that time, I was more of a handheld player than I was a console player. So I really wasn't like I wasn't too with it, but I bought it. I actually pre-ordered the game before. I even had a Wii, so I had pre-ordered it and everything. I even have like the demo disc they give you. I never opened it. Actually, I think I owned 2 of them. Yeah, I believe I had 2 of them. So damn, you flinched from that already? Jeez, okay. Oh, I'm out of practice. I'm hella out of practice for this game. But yeah, I end up really liking it, and I played a good amount of it. Yeah, I played a shit ton of it because I was excited for it because it was the first one that was online in America, so I ended up really liking it a lot. Because I was finally able to play Monster Hunter with people, because I usually played the game by myself. So it was interesting to actually be able to play a Monster Hunter online for once. And then I forgot what the next game on the Wii was it still Try? I can't remember, but I think it was Generations or something, right? That allowed you to use the 3DS. So I really, even though I wasn't a big fan of the 3DS, I still had one and I enjoyed playing on it. And the cool thing about the Wii and the 3DS was that you can do crossplay. Well, not crossplay, but you could put your information from the 3DS onto the Wii. I thought that was pretty awesome of them to do because I still liked playing Monster Hunter. Not on the go. I like playing it more on the go than as a home console. I mean, it is better as a home console, but I like the idea of on the go because since the missions and everything are so fucking long and shit, you can spend a good amount of time. It helps waste a lot of time, especially if you're traveling a lot, so it helps with that. So yeah, I used that a lot. I played it a lot for that. Yeah, but I don't know. I forget if it was I didn't really play much of Generations now that I think about it. So yeah. But it was pretty fun. I did like the whole, oh, did I break his claws already? I'm not sure if I did. Fuck! I actually fainted? Shit. What a bitch. But, yeah. I don't remember how many Monster Hunters on the DS now, but I think it was just try. Wait, didn't I have Moxie? I thought I was not supposed to lose my health, but I had like I had the game both on the Wii and on the 3DS, so I would do the transfer a lot, transferring between the two a lot, because you know, I could play on the go, and then when I want to play on the big screen or like online, I could do that. So it was pretty nice. I give them that for doing that, because I think a lot of people didn't like the idea of Monster Hunter being on the Wii, so I didn't even paintball this guy. The least they could have done was make it at least, like, you know, really not easy, I guess, but just make it even cooler than what than how Monster Hunter was played, because it was just like played on the PSP and that was it, you know. Couldn't really transfer over your data to like a PC or something. So I really do like that idea, the cross-platforming. Too bad they stopped. Too bad they stopped supporting the Vita, because, ooh, excuse me, I think they could have done something with. First of all, I really wish they had I really wish they focused a lot on the. I wish they focused. I wish they had brought a. Sorry, I wish they brought a game out and brought Tekken out on the Vita. I really wish that, because I would had really liked to play that. It would have been really nice if the Tekken was on the Vita, so I could practice while on the go. I guess I'm not big into like handhelds anymore, but yeah, I'm not as big as I am into handhelds anymore, but I think if they had brought out Tekken 7 on the Vita, I would have probably gotten it. I think a lot of people, some people were like, yeah, I would get it too if it was on the Vita. But I think it's too late for them to do that now, because they really stopped supporting it, and it's not like you could get a brand new Vita, so for Sony it's a lost. But I mean, I feel, you know, would it really be that hard to like transfer over that game? Not sure. Not sure at all. I think it would be pretty easy, to be honest with you. I would really appreciate if they did, though. I mean, I would literally buy a Vita used if they did that. Why? Because to play Tekken, of course. I was gonna get a Vita. When the Vita had came out, I was really excited, because I was a big PSP fan. I love my PSP. I loved having custom firmware on my PSP. I loved everything about the PSP. It was a very good system. I mean, it was pretty good non-hack, but I think it was even better if you hacked it. And I'm not saying like you had to like, I'm not saying like because of pirated games, but I'm just saying in the things you can do, like I mean, you could have had an emulator on it, you could have had custom themes, custom game boots. Game boots are like, you know, when you play like on the PlayStation, a Game Boy, GameCube, when you start a game and it does the it has like a little boot before the game starts, like that. Yeah, he could have custom. He could have like really customized it, and it was pretty good because like you could have a Sega Gen. Ooh, this guy hurts. You could have like a Sega Genesis. I had like a Super Nintendo emulator on it. I had an NES emulator. You could have run PlayStation 1 games. I mean, PlayStation 1 games are a given. But, yeah, PlayStation 1 games were a given, but it was still nice to have it, to be able to play on such a small screen. Because when the PSP came out, it's not like phones were, I don't think smartphones back then were able to, play stuff like that yet. So, it was pretty nice to have like a real handheld that could like do all. The only thing the PSP could not fucking run was the only thing that shit couldn't fucking run was the the 64, Nintendo 64. That's the only thing that couldn't run on it. But yeah, it could have run everything, and when the Vita was coming out, I was really hyped for that because you know, it's a better system, you know, you could probably do even more on it and everything, but you know, when it came out, it failed. And I really, like, I'm not gonna lie, but I really think the reason why the Vita fucking failed is because it was not hackable. It was like, I think like even back then I was like, Sony, why would you do that? I feel like them doing that really fucked themselves over. They really fucked themselves over by doing that, I feel. I really think if they had just made it hackable. Why is your tail like taking forever to cut off? I just think they really screwed themselves over, and I feel like that's the reason why the fucking Vita fails. Because nobody could hack it, you know? Like, the greatest thing about the PSP was it being hackable. Yeah, it did have a lot of fucking people pirating stuff on it. Yeah, that was like a big issue, but a lot of people still bought the games. Even still with that. I think it was more of testing out the game to see if it was good, but I feel even though there was a lot of people pirating PSP games, I feel a lot of people were also buying them. But because it had like homebrew games and stuff, a lot of people like the homebrew games. I never fucked with the homebrew games. But there was just so much you could do, and then like people were excited for the Vita, and you know, people couldn't hack it, so it just died out. I think from what it seems, Sony did try to do like some of the stuff that custom firmware are doing. I think they were a little bit salty that pirates kind of made the system better than they did. So I think they were trying to be like, you know what, fuck you guys for doing that. But in the end, it really fucked them over. I've heard it is hackable because it has like, I think like a PSP within it, like a PSP, I don't know what to really say, like a PSP engine also in it, finally. So you're still able to like hack it and play like PSP games, but like in terms of Vita games you can't play. I mean, at least you gotta give the, I'm not sure if they changed it now, but at least you gotta give Sony credit for not making it region locked, you know? Unlike fucking Nintendo. Like, I never understood like why a console has to be region locked. Like, You know, if I'm spending so much money on the fucking console, I should be able to play whatever fucking game I want, you know? I bought the console. It's not like, it's not the developers are gonna go to my house and be like, oh, here the police coming for me. It's not... That's funny. It's not like they're gonna come to my house and like say, yo, you can't be playing this, you know? I gotta go buy a Japanese 3DS just to be able to play it. Like, fuck you. That's what I say. Fuck you. I wanna play my Japanese waifu simulator. Let me just play my Japanese waifu simulator. Like, come on, you know? I never understood why, like in terms of like stuff, like in terms of like innovating, sure the Nintendo has innovated in certain things, but it's like this. It's usually really like, yeah, they have some cool stuff, but it usually gets it gets like there's the other problems they have tends to like outshine like the innovative things they've like added to it. So it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but you know, it's still region locked, you know? Like, come on, current year, like, you know, like, why are we still fucking region locked? Like, you know? I don't think it's... Actually, I think the 3DS is still region locked, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about the Switch, because I really don't care for the Switch. But, damn, he broke that rock with ease. Now think about it. He broke that shit with ease. It's pretty cool to fight this guy underwater. I'm trying to, like, fuck up his chest. You get, I'm not sure what you get. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure what you get for breaking his chest. I think more scales or some shit. Did I break his claws? Yes, I did. Did he always have that? I don't remember. I feel like they added some new... I don't think they, like... I feel like they added new things, but I feel it's more of they updated, like, Kazu. They made the AoE a lot bigger, like shit like that, I feel. Hey, 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 no going in the fucking water. Damn, I'm mad I healed. I didn't even need to heal. Damn, I'm so mad. Lager crust, more like lager cock. Ha ha. Yeah, but even though I was pissed Monster Hunter was on they're putting in rainbow marshmallows. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can. But yeah, it's like rainbow marshmallows. So what? I'm a big kid, okay? Screw you. I think about some real marshmallows. I want some more whipped cream. I actually didn't know what the side mission was. Attack. I'm not using guns, so that can go fuck off. Did I feel like I hired some hunters, didn't I? Did I? I can't remember. Yeah, fuck it, I don't care. What's the next monster? Another fucking Rathalos? Come on. Come on. What's this fucking monster? Gamos? Mendoxai. I don't wanna fight. I don't wanna fight this bitch. What's he weak against? I hate fighting this bitch. You're really weak to water? Okay, do I have a water? I don't have a water weapon, do I? I have ice, but I ain't shit. 105. I guess I'll have to fucking take it. Hey, hold on. I really don't. Yeah, I'm gonna need sharpness for this guy, cause his whole fucking body is just. It's like fucking. His body is like filled with armor. You'll see what I mean when you fight him. When I fight him, if you never like had to fight this guy. I don't have any honey. Damn, I don't have any like. I don't have the items to upgrade any of these weapons, do I? I need to get this. Wait, do I have this? I don't think I have this. Oh, I need this. Do I? I don't really like the Wind Eater, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I need to find out how to get this stupid sword. I need to get this sword. I don't need to get this sword because it upgrades into this sword, I believe. Crab. Oh, I guess I should get this sword. That's not bad. Lava crust. I never did I ever get his great sword? I think I doesn't he have a long sword? I swear Lava crust had a long sword also. Maybe I'm bugging. Damn, I don't have any honey though? Are you serious? I hate, like, the one thing I do hate about the newer Monster Hunter games, they make it really hard to get, like, starter shit. Like, high potions and stuff like that. Oh, it's a pain in the ass. No bueno, oh, flat on me. Muy triste. I'm so mad that bitch made me faint though. Should go back and kill his ass. This is pretty good. Alright, sweet. Oh, no. So, let's... Alright. See ya! I think I'll, like, maybe do that on the other stream where I complete everything. Because I usually do, like, for Monster Hunter, I usually do complete everything. But, to spare you guys... and spare myself from having to cut out a lot of stuff, because if I can have it where I don't have to cut out anything, that's pretty good. But if I do, I'm like, fuck. I gotta sit there and watch a whole fucking video. Like, you know, I gotta live through it at least like 3 fucking times, so I already don't want to do that, because I already gotta cut this one. I'm gonna take, I don't even know where he's gonna be at. I'm sure he's in one of those hot areas, but let's take the long way so that way we can get some items, some gathering items. I like this sword actually. I'm not sure. Ooh, oh, it's an old pickaxe. Wait, did I have old pickaxe also? I did not know that. I don't know why I brought so many pickaxes, but I guess for this area it's pretty good to bring a good amount. I'm happy to see some of the like weapons I used in Monster Hunter 2 and Unite. I know I always talk about Monster Hunter 2 and Monster Hunter Unite, but that's like that was the first game I started with, so yeah. I mean, in terms of try, it was a totally different like Monster Hunter, so it was nice to see. And I mean, the new Monster Hunter, it's totally different from all the Monster Hunter games in terms of art style and everything. So I still haven't really watched anybody play it or anything, so yeah. Like I've seen like Eris and I've seen like some Max played a little bit, but I tried to like, I've been like avoiding it. Like I already see people playing fucking Child of fucking Tomb Raider already, and I was like, oh, let me watch some of it, and I was like, nah, let me not. So yeah, I guess, wait, did you steal something from me? I feel like I got something stolen from me. Okay, I didn't? Alright. It was funny when I was rewatching the video from one of my other Monster Hunter streams. I thought like I killed the cat and I got my stuff back, but I didn't. And I was like, ah, fuck. He actually made away with my fucking item. I was like a little salty about that. Firestone, that's pretty good. I think the next place that has really, I think it's usually like I feel if you're playing like, yeah, if you really want to upgrade your items fast, the best thing you can do is try and get like Tundra unlocked and Tundra and Volcano unlocked really fast. If you can do that, you're pretty. Give me no fucking. I don't want any account items. Did they block this off? Wait, where am I? I have no idea. Oh, I'm at the start. Yeah, but if you can get like the Tundra and the Volcano unlocked for early, like if you just rush towards it, then yeah, you're pretty set in terms of like upgrading your weapons. Yeah, and usually I try to like speed up the process and try and get those as fast as possible because that way I can upgrade my stuff faster. I'm not really sure about like the insect glaive though. Yeah, you just gotta gather a lot for that. So for the I really do want to start using the insect glaive. But the thing is I gotta sit down and watch like a tutorial on the insect glaive because if you don't know, the thing about the insect glaive is if you don't know what the fuck you're doing with the insect glaive, you can fuck it up. So you don't really per se want to mess it up because you waste. I feel like it's the weapon that you really like. I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm saying it. Yeah, you have to like really know how to use that shit. It's the most. I think it's one of the most not really hard weapon to use, but I think it's one of the weapons where it really, you really gotta like research up on it to make sure that you're using it properly. Because if you just do anything. If you just like put, oh, I'm just gonna just like not really care how my bug is, then your bug's gonna suck. You kind of want to get like a bug that's really fast, and I forgot how it really works. I haven't like played Monster Hunter and I haven't used Insect Glaive a lot, but I mean, there are a few builds, so I would suggest like if you are using the Insect Glaive and you're just like. And you haven't really like looked at the guide on how to really use it, I suggest you really look at a guide to know how to use that weapon because you can really waste materials and stuff because it is like a weapon that uses like really rare materials, so you really, it's not like a weapon you really want to sit down and just like put it, you don't want to put in the wrong stats, so it's best to really look up a guide on it. To be honest, I only think there's only one good guide on it. I'm not saying like as a person. Well, there is one guy who, I don't know if he made a new one. Gaijin Hunter. Is it Gaijin Hunter? I forget which one. Oh shit, I didn't mean to eat that. I was really hoping this guy would hit me. I'm not sure if it was Gaijin Hunter who made one, but there's a guy who made a really good bug tutorial, which is really good. I feel like there's only one really good bug, and that's like the one that's really fast. And I think I totally forget like how the bug works. I know. I mean, it collects like different colors. Like I think I even forgot what the colors mean. I think red is power. I think white is like moving faster or some shit. I totally forgot he has that stupid power. Yeah, I forgot what like each color do, but I feel having like a really fast bug really makes the insect glaive better, because you can be just sitting there just going at the friggin' monster, trying to get the colors, and if your bug is too slow, it's gonna take fucking forever. I think the guide I was using made it so. Oh yeah, this bitch put you to sleep. I think you could carry two at once, like two colors at once or something like that. I'm not sure. Cannot remember. I'll have to really look up on it again, but I do want to use the insect glaive because it's one of my favorite newer weapons. I used to like the switch axe and I used to like the switch axe, but after a while I didn't like it anymore. I forgot what's the one with the switch. I forgot what's the name. The one with the shield and the blade. That one was like, I don't understand how this shit works, so I never like messed with that one. But the insect glaive, I really like the insect glaive. But yeah, I feel like if you're just you gotta know what you're doing with that fucking weapon, because you really don't want to waste resource on it. That's why I haven't made one yet. One, because I don't have the materials to make one, and two, I don't really, I haven't really looked at the guide on how to use it again, so I really don't want to waste like valuable resources on it. And the way they changed the way how you really upgrade weapons in this game. So it's not like the previous. Well, I mean, I guess you can. Well, I'm not sure. Like, if you upgrade. Actually, yeah, you can still upgrade this weapon without upgrading the bugs per se. But I think if I upgrade the weapon, I lose the chance to upgrade the bug. So I really don't want to do that. If I can avoid doing that, I'd rather just wait. I'd rather just like look up a guide. Yeah, I think I even remember having to like write it down and everything, or just keep going back to the video to make sure I was doing it right. Yeah, I'm happy they brought it back in World also. I haven't really seen how people use it in that one, so I don't know. Hopefully they're using it right. It is interesting. A lot of more people are playing Monster Hunter. A lot more people are into Monster Hunter. When I was playing it, even I think Generations and Try, it did get popular. But it got a lot more popular. It wasn't so niche, but it was still pretty niche. But now it's like I see everybody talking about Monster Hunter. I'm like, whoa. People know about Monster Hunter? Which is pretty good. I mean, it goes two ways, because you know, you don't want. The thing is, when stuff gets too popular, then they try to dumb it down for everyone else, so everyone can play it. But Monster Hunter, like it was. That was always funny. Oh man, that was always one funny thing about damn, I like how Siren like runs into the fucking AoE and gets hit. Like, I was like really expecting him not to get hit, so you could bring me back to back from, not from the dead, but from sleeping. It was always funny when a new so yeah, so when Monster Hunter was still niche, like on the PSP, you know, journalists would play the game and they would get so fucking salty because they're like, why is there no like target, like For the 3DS, they had to do it. I understand why they had to do it for the 3DS, but oh my god, are you serious right now? Oh, he's just like baiting in it. Monster Hunter doesn't really have like a target, like to lock on for the monsters, so it's more of, it's really free-formed. The 3DS they had to do it, but all the other games didn't have like a lock on. So a lot of journalists would be like, oh, it sucks because I can't lock onto it, and we would just fucking laugh at them because they're scrubs. Yeah, they always get like people to review the games who should not be playing fucking Monster Hunter, and I understood that. But yeah, that's one thing that does sucks about games getting popular, is that everybody, depending on the developers, they might try to make it appeal for everyone, which it shouldn't be, you know. I don't want Monster Hunter to be easy. It should always be hard. Just like if Dark Souls became like easy to play, I don't think a lot of people would be happy about that. Yeah. But yeah, it's always funny when, it was always funny when like a new Monster Hunter game would come out and a journalist would like write about and be like, there's no target lock, I can't target the monster, blah blah blah, this game's too hard. I feel like a lot of these journalists don't even play video games. That reminds me when they were saying Cuphead, like they were complaining about Cuphead. I mean, yeah, Cuphead is pretty fucking hard. I could see people, I could see like getting people get mad at that game, but it's like, hey, it's basically on rail. It's like a shooter Dark Souls, you know. You can't really get too mad about it. You gonna scream? Damn, I keep falling for the sleeping shit. Cool. Sharpen that. I hate this fucking guy, dude. Yeah, this guy, he's better like if you're fighting this guy, it's best to use like a hammer on his dumb ass. I think, yeah, so in Monster Hunter, there are some monsters actually, some monsters get hurt more by blunt weapons than they do like stabbing weapons, like a blade weapon. So this is one of the fucking monsters that will tend to, it's if you use like a blunt weapon like a hammer or something, it will do more damage. You have a chance, you could break his chin and everything. I mean, I think it's possible to break his chin with a sword, but it has to be hella sharp to do that, I believe. Yeah, it would have to be pretty sharp to be able to do that. Like this, just like playing in general right now reminds me of and like him being in the lava reminds me of so sometimes when you're fighting a monster, I'm not sure if they like, I'm sure they fixed it by now, but like back in the Monster Hunter 2, yes, oh my god, Frog, tell me more about the old games, like I care. Wait a sec, how is that not affecting me? Is this screams that... Ah, I didn't cut it off? So anyways, back in Monster Hunter 2 Unite days, say you're fighting a monster and everything's going fucking well, you break off all its parts and everything. If it's a lava, it usually happens a lot with like the water monsters. But like say you manage to like kill him. I'm not sure if it can really happen with blade users. I think it happened to me once. Maybe, I'm not sure. I can't remember per se, but there's a lot of people this happened to. They find the monster, they break everything, and everything's good and shit. And they kill the monster, but the monster was in the water at the time. So the monster dies in the water, and you can't carve from it. Oh, that was like the worst thing. Oh my god, so many people died like that. Not died, I mean commit suicide more like it. But yeah, there was a lot of times where you would fight a monster and like it would die, but it would die in like the water or the fucking lava or some shit, and you just stand there like, I can't carve from this monster. It also happened, you know what it more happened, I think for blade users, we didn't really have that problem where the monster per se would die in the water or the lava. I think for us it was more of, sometimes like when you cut off a tail, it will like hop off, right? So you'll be chopping away at it, but if you're next to like a pool of lava or like a water, there could be a chance the fucking tail might land in the fucking water or lava, and you just like standing there looking at it like, really? You know? And it really sucks, like if you're doing like a Rathalos run and you're trying to get plates and stuff or rubies, and like you're fighting a Rathalos and the fucking the tail lands in the lava. So that shit used to happen. That shit used to happen a lot. That was pretty funny. I think it happened to me a few times, but oh my god, I remember in the forums there was always somebody like saying like fucking monster just died in the lava or whatever. It happened a lot with like Plessy. Plessy was like one of the known fucking suspects for that shit, where it's just like you kill Plessy and he would fucking die in the water. And like the only I don't think anybody likes fighting Plessy. I think the only time I would fight, like the only time I didn't not liked but didn't mind fighting Plessy was in Try, because you could actually go in the fucking water to fight that guy, because Plessy would always just fucking jump in the water and just stay in the water, and it's just like, I don't even use blades, so it's not like I could shoot the bitch from where I'm standing. So the only way you would have to do it was farm him out, and if you didn't bring fishing equipment, you're fucked. You're really fucked. Or you didn't have any sonic bombs, you were fucked also. There are many times I've brought like, I think the most you can carry for sonic bombs are 5, and I've used like, I would use one, right? And the bitch would come out, you know, you would get some hits in, and then the fucker would jump right back into the water. And it would really suck. Because you know, Monster Hunter isn't like a game that's not, if it wasn't on a time limit then it wouldn't be so bad, but Monster Hunter is on a time limit, so you guys sit there and be like, hey bitch, you gotta come out now. So it's pretty funny. Actually it wasn't. It was pretty saddening. Especially if you're like almost about to kill it, or you spend like a good 30 minutes fighting the damn thing. I think a lot of people failed their like plus C quests because they would fight him and then the timer would run out because the amount of time he would spend in the water. And I think like I feel a lot of people who played like Monster Hunter Unite. I know for me certainly. I know a lot of people complained about underwater fights, but I really enjoyed them because it finally allowed me to get in the water and fuck them up, because you know what it is to be run out of sonic bombs, don't have any fishing, any like bait to fish him out, because that's the only way you can really get him out. I mean, it's not like this game really has a taunt in it, so it's not like you could taunt him out or anything. So it really was like, shit, do I just start over? And sometimes you would. And another annoying thing about Plesiloff was his goddamn hitbox. Oh my god, hit check. It was really no joke. That shit was really big. Like the hitbox was, it was really something. It was really something. There were many times when you thought you blocked it, but you didn't. I used to always be like, what are people complaining about? I don't understand what people are complaining about. And then I fought my first Plesiloff, and I was like, oh, I see what you guys mean. Yeah, he was... I had to use a greatsword when fighting that guy. It was the only way to fight Plesiloff for me. He was... Those hip checks were too... They were too OP. I mean, they made them better in the newer versions, of course, but like... Oh, lordy. His hitboxes were... Holy shit, though. If this fucking tail don't come off. Yeah, this monster is like, he's really, like, I don't really, to be honest, I really don't like having no fucking blunts, like, weapons on my team, like, hammer. What's the other blunt weapon in this game? I think it's only hammer, but I don't really like having no fucking hammers. Well, actually, I lie. Alright, I don't mind having someone using a hammer on my team, but they gotta be making sure to stun it. It's just, like, you know, everyone has a role. Like, if you're playing, you know, if you're doing a guild match and everything, you know, everyone has a role. If you're, like, a blade master, then, you know, the only thing you need to be doing is cutting the tail, you know? That's the only thing you're supposed to be focusing on. I mean, like, focusing on the legs are good too, but it's more of secondary. The thing, as a blade user, the only thing you should be fucking doing is trying to get this fucking tail off. That's the only thing you should be worrying about. So if someone is, if someone is like using a hammer, then they're supposed to always be trying to stun the monster. Like, I guess if someone isn't using a hammer, they're already in the face. So for this guy in per se, like, if you have a hammer guy on your team, he's supposed to be focusing on the chin, trying to break it, because I don't think if blade masters can break off his chin. I don't think so. But yeah, if I thought I cut off the goddamn tail, I got so excited. But yeah, as a hammer user, you're supposed to be focusing on just stunning the guy, unless if he has like a part of him that is like breakable with a hammer, then I would say you should be focusing on that too. Yeah, but people who have like blade weapons should just only be focusing on cutting that fucking tail off. And then after they cut the tail off, then yeah, you can help aggro the monster, like breaking off like the claws and stuff. Both hammer and blade users can do that, so that's not really a problem. That's more secondary. And wings also, both characters can do, but yeah, if you're using a hammer, you're supposed to be focusing on stunning the weapon and stunning the monster, and focusing on breaking the parts that only a hammer can break off. If you're using an insect glaive, you should be really trying to always mount the monster and really trying to always yeah, if you're using like a insect glaive, you really gotta be good at mounting and good at making the monster fall down. It's like the same as shit. It's the same as a hammer user, you know. You have a role to fill where it's basically trying to stun the monster. So yeah, insect glaive, you're supposed to just be focusing on mounting the monster and making him fall. If you're like a gunner per se, I would say yeah, you're supposed to just be in the back, just providing you know, background aid and stuff. The only thing one thing that pisses me off about like gunners is when they fucking use, I forgot what shell it is, but it's good for like cutting off tails. I feel like a gunner should also be trying to help cut off the tail, personally. Unless if they're not doing that, then they should be. If you're a gunner, it can go. Yeah, you're supposed to just be providing support most of the time. Sometimes gunners do more damage than blade users and stuff. So I guess they don't really provide support, but they do. I guess it's more like DPS, I guess. But for gunners, it's always good to have those shells that can break, cut off tails and stuff. They also have it. A gunner should always be trying to make the monster fall asleep. Also, yeah, I feel like if you're playing a gunner, should always try to be making the fucking monster fall asleep. You always gotta be telling your friggin' teammates to do, because you always get that one dumbass that you tell them, oh, I'm going to put the monster to asleep now, and you know, be careful not to wake it up, and then they wake it up. Sometimes it happens by accident, you know. I can understand that. It does happen by accident sometimes. But yeah, when you have a gunner on your team and they are trying to put the monster to asleep, wait, I heard. Stop what you're doing and carve. Ah, he fell. But yeah, if you're a gunner, I'd say you don't always have to focus on putting the monster to sleep, but it's always pretty good. Higher, I think that's more like higher rank, because people are trying to like get do like, they're trying to get like, you know, they're trying to get materials. So if it's like a material run, yeah, you're kind of really expected to have like sleeping shots and stuff, and bombs. But yeah, they're mostly like in the background. But gunners do a lot of damage. I always shit on them, but they actually do a lot of fucking damage. They require less work too. Greatsword users, I mean, I use greatsword, but the thing that sucks about like using a greatsword sometimes is like you get in everybody's way, or if you don't get in everybody's way, people get in your fucking way, you know? So if like the monster is stunned and everything and like you're trying to charge up, somebody might do like a sweep and it might end up fucking hitting you and it might break you out of the charge. I think there's like a skill for that to avoid that. But yeah, that's one thing you gotta remember as a greatsword user. Sometimes it's either you get in everybody's way or people get in your way. It's sometimes I say like if you're using a greatsword, if the monster is like small, like a drone or something, like a Glen drone or something, I wouldn't really bring a greatsword because you're just gonna be hitting everybody and you're just gonna be staggering a lot of people and it's not gonna be fun. I mean, you might not get staggered and you might be doing a lot of damage, so it wouldn't really matter, but it gets annoying. Oh yeah, one thing about gunners too that sucks, like they have those shells, I think it's the same shells that are good for cutting off tails. Yeah, I think one thing they have to be careful with is not getting people hit, because gunners have like that. Monster Hunter doesn't have friendly fire, but it does have it where if you do hit someone, they do get like canceled out and shit. So you really don't want to do that, especially like if so as a gunner you gotta be really careful with your shots, because you might end up costing someone a chance. Like if I'm charging up my weapon and I got like a really good position on the monster, I'll be hella pissed if you hit me with your bullets and I lose the charge, because it's fucking up. It's fucking it up for everyone, not just per se me, but everyone who's playing, and it's really annoying. So please be careful when you're using your bullets. Cause you don't really get the monster aggroing you, so you have all the fucking time in the world to line up your shots, so don't be hitting me, and because I'm usually taking all the goddamn hits and shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't really get that many people using like gun lance or like I thought you left. I don't really get that many people using gun lance or lance on my team, but I guess like for them it's also sometimes they do get in the way too, or it's more like with greatsword, they either get in the way or people get in their way. But I think for gun lance they mostly just try to aggro the monster. It's more like they play the tank in the game, where it's just like they have the monster aggro in them so that everyone else can just freely hit the monster however they want. Yeah, I think that one of the blade weapons that always gets in everybody's fucking way is the fucking dual swords. I hate dual swords. Oh my god. I feel like the only people who use dual swords are fucking tryhards, to be honest with you. I just feel that way. I hate being on a team with dual swords because they always get in my fucking way, because their attacks are so wide and shit that they always cancel me out of what I'm trying to do. So they get really annoying. I don't really like having dual swords on my team, to be honest with you. Sword and shield, I don't really like. It was really popular, but I don't really see a lot of people using sword and shield. I mean, oh yeah, I forgot. I mean, the most support class I just remembered. What's it? The shit. What is that fucking weapon called? The music one. Shit. I forgot what that shit's called, dude. I got. When we end this, I'll look it up. I forgot what that shit's called. But anyways, the music one, that one, I'm not gonna lie, dude. If I get them on my team, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to carry you, aren't I? But sometimes they're pretty good, and they really can change up the fight. Sometimes they can make the fight really good. If they're good. I mean, you know, that's a given. Like, I think that's one of the harder weapons to use. I think it's a hunting glaive, is it called? It's one of the harder weapons to use because you gotta know the notes and everything. But yeah, it's like, sometimes I really don't want them on my team. I'd rather have like the damage all the time going, but if they're a good support, they can play a really good role. But sometimes I don't really like having them on my team because they usually are bad, and then usually just play it because they suck and they just want, you know, you to do all the fucking work. So I don't really like having them on my team. Yeah, I can deal without them here, you know, my fucking team, to be honest with you. But they, depending on what weapon they're using, they can provide really good buffs. I think some of them can, some of those weapons can heal. Damn, can y'all heal me right now though? Shit, I need a fucking heal right now. Damn, I'm so mad I used that last cool drink. I really did not mean to do that. Oh my god. I'm running out of potions too, and I really want this guy to fucking die. Focus on Siren, focus on Siren, focus on Siren. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay, sweet. I'm not sure if they still have this this item in the game, but I think a good. Oh, there's also a skill. There's a skill in this game where if you heal, you can heal everyone. I'm not sure. I hope they didn't take that shit out because that shit was like OP. Damn, I only got 10 minutes. This guy's taking forever to fucking die. I forget what it's called. But there's a skill that's always good to have if you play a lot of guilds is it's a skill that if you drink a potion, it gives people a portion of it. Like finally, there's two versions. Well, there's like the first tier where it's like it's not really that much. It's more. I think it's like. It's a really small boost. It's more of like if someone was to drink, if you were to drink like a herb, it gives you that much health. But it's still a nice skill to have because it fucking saves lives, dude. It saves fucking lives. So if you can manage to get the tier 2 version, it's really good because the tier 2 is so much better because it gives you a really good it gives everyone in your team health, so it's really good. It gives more health than if you got just tier 1. But if you don't want to get that skill, there's a potion that you can get. I forgot what it's called. I think it's groom growth grass or something. I think that's one of the materials to make it, but I forgot what you need to make it, but that's a really it's a really good it's a really good item to have if you're doing guild, because there are times when, you know, it's either your team sucks or your teammate is like in a bad position and they need healing, and they need healing fast. And if you can help them, if you can like just use the item, it will give them like, it gives them like a good amount of health. It gives them, it makes a difference. Like there are many times when I drink it as I see somebody fucking about to die, and I use it and they get saved. They get hit by the monster, but it just helps them inch it out in a way, you know, it inches it out so that they don't die. So it's pretty good. It really fucking changes the game, because there are times when you can faint. You could have fainted, but like you use that fucking item and it helps. I think you could only carry around 3, but usually, like for me, I usually always carry around like more than 3, because usually I always get scrubs on my team. So I'm like, let me just so it's usually like, let me just carry more, so that way I don't have to worry about you forgetting something. One thing I fucking hate when you do guild missions, oh, we go into, like, say we go into like a snow area, or like how I was just in volcano area, they will be like, oh, I forgot to bring hot drinks. Can someone give me a hot drink? Can someone give me a cold drink? Like, no, bitch, you're supposed to bring your own. And like, I hate the fact that they always like, if you're not careful, they will take all of the fucking like the starter materials at the box. You gotta be careful, because these people will fucking take all of them and not leave you none. I mean, sometimes you do have enough where you don't necessarily need to have more than like, you don't really need to start like the materials that they give you, but sometimes it does help. So, you know, I think I have to go to each village now. This is not the mission I want to do. But yeah, that's one shit that annoys me, because I hate when you have to take, because you could only carry so much in the game, right? So if you're not prepared to fight, like, why I gotta be giving you my shit, man? You supposed to fucking remember to bring your own fucking material. What the hell? I ain't supposed to be bringing you shit. Bring your own goddamn stuff. And can I have a potion, please? Potion, please. They fainted like 30 fucking times. Oh, does this guy give me his sword? That's the one thing I don't like about like these games, the new ones. Is that a frog on his head? That's so cute. Oh yeah, maybe don't. Fuck you. I don't care about that. This is the first. If you didn't know, this is like the first area in Monster Hunter. This is like the first village in Monster Hunter, I believe. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Wait, you in this game? Can I, Shit, you in this game too, my guy? Yeah, this is the first, I believe this is the first village in Monster Hunter that you go to, so that's pretty dope. It is kind of nice that you could go back to all these old villages and stuff. I wish they still had like the old restaurants on the other ones. Like, I really don't like the cheese thing. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the cheese, to be honest with you. So it would have been cool if they had it where you can go to like in your like in Monster Hunter 2 where you go to like you had a farm inside your house, believe it or not. Like it was so it was like that dope for you. So I really wish they had brought that back because yeah, in Poke Village you had your own like restaurant in the back of your house. So I wish they had brought that back because I'm not a fan of the cheese. I'll be the first to admit it. It was like right here. They blocked it off, of course, but it was cute. I like that more because I like that one more because you know, I think you could have picked your cats. Yeah, you could have picked the cats you had and everything. And they would give you items and they'd be like, oh, Gastomi, my master. Please come eat and stuff. And it was nice because, you know, they're cute. And I really felt like, ah. Oh, yeah, this is Treshy's apprentice. It was just cute. I like that more. Like as the game went on, I wasn't really a fan of how they did like the cat restaurants. I just liked the way they usually just did it. But it's whatever. I mean it's cool that each game has their own little thing that makes them unique. But you know, I wouldn't mind them having it where it just stays the same. I don't know. I guess I'm really into the sameness, I guess. But yeah. Damn, I got a lot of fucking quests over here, okay. Like this one, this game, the village this one's based on, this one didn't, per se. This one particular, the Monster Hunter for this game, it never came to the States. That was one thing that was sad about, yeah, the only way you could have played this game was like on... You could have played it on the PSP, of course, but you needed like an English patch and everything to play it. I mean, I could have got the English patch and everything, but I was like, fuck it, I don't really care that much. This one didn't even have a restaurant. This one had just the hot springs, which was kind of whack. I think this one I didn't really, there was a lot of things in this one I didn't really per se like, so I never really like fucked with it. Thank you for the 1 gold. Yeah, I never really fucked with this one, so I was like, eh, whatever. Damn, I got a lot of quests to do. But I did like the aesthetic of this one. It did have some cool aesthetics. Fucking hell. What do I gotta do? Look, the key to quest said I gotta do some annoying shit too. I gotta do a 2-star mission. Ah, fuck, no. I always forget in this game. Well, I'm playing on the Japanese version with the English patch, of course. But I always forget that I never understood this why. I always think it's just because it's in in Japan when when you're playing a Japanese game when X is not enter it's O. And I always used to wonder why they used to use O, but I always was like maybe it's because O is like because like Japan's like the land of the rising sun, so I was just like, oh, it's O and it's red and everything, so I always figured that's the reason why. I don't know. Mountain Rider. You will. Oh, thank you for the raid, Ghost Friend Games. Thank you so much. Love is a battlefield. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, Weird Ghost. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's like, wow. It's like, that's funny. I was just about to say, I have another person I know that's Weird Ghost. Weird Ghost. Just Weird Ghost Friends. But now you're Ghost Friend Games. Okay, I like it. I didn't even know you stay up this late. How are you been? How you been doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Black Jet Li, for the follow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We're just having a nice comfy stream here. Just playing some video games. Trying to figure out how to do the next quest. Actually, this one I have to like actually talk to people. I was trying to avoid that. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't always wear the bunny ears, but when I do, I wear them. I don't know what to say. Kazoo. Shadow on the mountains. I think I have to do these, Oh, okay, I didn't do it yet. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I hope you've been doing well. It's always hard, like, it's so hard as a streamer sometimes, because, like, you don't really get to enjoy, like, sometimes you don't really get to enjoy watching other people's stuff because like usually you end up you just like ended streaming and stuff and you're tired or you gotta edit videos and stuff, so sometimes I have a hard time sitting down and watching other people's stuff, but I do try. I try rating and everything too. That's another thing I always forget to do sometimes. Please forgive me. But yeah, it's hard as a content creator to like sometimes to support each other because it's like, you know, you all got like, it's just sometimes it's just so hard. It's just so hard. I really do try, but yeah, it's mostly I do lurk. I lurk in a lot of people's streams also. But I do try to like host and like auto host. It's so hard sometimes because like as soon as I'm done streaming, I'm like I just want to go to bed. It requires like streaming really is hard sometimes. It requires so much energy. I mean, when you're like, it seems easy and it does seem easy, but sometimes like, oh, I didn't realize it's all this work that goes into it. Huh. But hope you're doing well. I gotta like I do watch you and Brandy stream. I mostly lurk. I do a lot of lurking. I can't wait to play Monster Hunter World. I was gonna buy it, but I was like, I should try and finish this one. Cause when I play Monster Hunter games, I always leave them unfinished. Like I'll play and then after a while I'll be like, I'll take a break from it and then I don't come back to it and then a new one comes out. I've been good. I've been really good. Thank you for asking. I can't wait to play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I hope people are going to be excited for that because I'm pretty excited to play that. I'm excited to play it, but I'm not excited that I had to buy it. It was I don't really buy $60 games anymore, so buying it was like, oh god. It sucks. But I am excited to play it. I'm excited to try out the new mechanics. I'm excited to see how the story is gonna progress. Hopefully it's in a good way, you know. I'm just really excited to play it. I'll be playing it on Friday. So yeah, hopefully it comes out Friday, not like Friday, Saturday, you know. I'll even try to sleep early so I can get as much time with it in one sitting. Yeah, dude. For $60, it better be sweet. It better be because what was the last game I spent $60 on? I think the last I think the last game I spent $60 on was, what was that? What's that game with the fighting in the armor? Shit. Forgot the one with the knights and Jap. Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. Oh, For Honor, yeah. For Honor was like the last game I spent like full price on. I did enjoy, like, I was really hyped for that game, so it really wasn't like, but then I got buyer remorse because then it's just I stopped playing it. So I was like, shit. But I did have fun. When I first got it, I did play a lot of it, so it wasn't so bad, but after a while I stopped playing it. I don't buy games that are in beta also. Yeah, buyer remorse over games, yeah, dude. I'm so happy, like, I'm really happy that Steam has it where, I forget how many hours you can play before you can return it, but just being able to return a digital game really changes it really, I mean, not changes, but it makes it so much better because, you know, sometimes you'll spend money on a game thinking that it's going to be good and it's shit, you know? So being able to return a digital game, first of all, is just the best thing already. And being able to get your full, like, it's a full refund, so you're getting your full monies back, like all your monies back, so that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, you could return a digital copy, but you know, you return a digital copy and you get like $5 back for it. So I think that being able to return a digital game and get it back for the full amount of money spent on it it's really dope. I don't recommend getting games that are I don't recommend getting games that are in beta. I've been burned twice by that. I bought the first game that I bought that was in beta was Daisy, and I was happy, I was excited to play that, and I did have fun playing it, but the guy that, like, the developer, he got so comfy because he got so much money off of it that he didn't really have to work on the game because he had gotten so much money off of it that he didn't really have to work on it again. So it really did suck that that game really didn't go anywhere because the developers got so comfy from all the money they got, so they didn't really have to work on it after that. So that's the first time I got burned by getting a beta alpha game. And the next game that friggin' burns me was I mean, a lot of people like this game, but I still feel like it could be so much better. I don't think it's still an alpha or a beta, but I hate to say it, but Dead by Daylight, I feel that game still sucks. Like when I got it, it was still in beta, and I was like, okay, I can deal with this. And then, you know, they made stuff like, they just made the fucking monsters mad OP and shit, and there's a lot of things I didn't like about that game. It's good that they are still working on it, I think only because they get so much money from streamers off of it, so I guess that's the reason why, but I feel like that game could be so much better. I love the beta risk. You appreciate my perspective? Oh, thanks. I mean, yeah, it really is like gambling, but it's most of the games that I do buy. It's like, yeah, it's like a gamble, but sometimes it's really depressing because, like, sometimes most of the games that I do buy, I'm really excited for. So it's it really does suck when the game ain't good because, like, you know, I spend all this fucking money on it, you know? How I unlock this damn quest? You know what? I'm just gonna do all the yellow boxes and that's how I'm gonna do it. I mean, it just sucks when, you know, you spend money and, like, it's sad when you spend money on the game, right? And it's in beta form, and like the developers are working on it continuously. They're continuously working on it, and then after a while they get so much money that it's like, we don't really have to work on it anymore. We have so much fucking money, you know? We don't really have to, like, continue updating it. So, like, when they just stop updating and they just dump the game completely, and, like, or the and they get tired of the game, you're like, well, we want to work on a different game now. You're like, dude, you didn't even finish this one though, so that kind of sucks. Like and that's what usually happens. Like I don't think that I believe that Dead by Daylight's still getting updates and everything, so that's good. But DayZ, that's what had happened, where the developer was like, yeah, I just want to work on a new game now. Sorry. Well, sorry, but not sorry. I got all your money, so yeah. And these games, it's not like you're paying like a beta price. You're paying like fucking 60, sometimes maybe not 60. Maybe, you know, usually like $40 on a game. So it's like, you know, it's a good amount of money for that. For $40, you could buy a whole bunch of other games. You could buy several games. So, yeah, you just gotta be careful. I would say just wait. If you want, just wait and see. But yeah. That's why I normally, well, well, it's more of it's one of the reasons why I don't buy games that are in beta alpha, and I don't really buy games full price anymore because I've been burned by many games where it's just like I thought it was gonna be good, but it ends up not being good. Like I was gonna buy Rise of the Tomb. I was gonna buy Rise of the Tomb Raider for full price because I did like I really fell in love with Tomb Raider the reboot, so I was really excited for Rise of the Tomb Raider when it came out. It came out around my birthday, so I was like, okay, I want to play it, you know. And I actually I played a bit of it, but I never finished it. And that game I didn't get for full price. I got it off G2A for I think for like $40. It was like one of the guys, he bought a video card and he got the game for cheaper. He got the game for free. If you don't know, like when you're buying a computer and you buy a video card, you usually get a free game with it. So if you are buying a computer, like you're building a computer, maybe like you should see what game you're getting, because sometimes you can get like a new game, a AAA game for free. So when you're buying I'm not sure if this works with like built-in like if you buy not an all-in-one, like a tower that's like pre-built and everything. I'm not sure about those, but if you're building a computer and you're buying like a GPU video card, it's good to see what game they're gonna give you. Usually if you're like getting an NVIDIA, like if you're getting a 1080 or something, I'm not sure, like I guess if you get a new one, you still get a game. But yeah, you can get a game for free when you buy a video card is what I'm saying. It was pretty bad. My old job, I used to work at a computer store, and what people do was buy a video card and then just return it, so they got the game for free. It was pretty bad. Maybe they would get the game for free and also mine the damn video card. They really, oh my god, they really fucked up the miners really messed up the sales of video cards with that shit. Like 1060s and what's it, 1070s are just like, you don't want to even buy it used because it's shit, because they mine the crap out of it. They overclock the damn video card so much that you can't even do anything with it. Oh, sorry, Ghost Friend. Good night. Have a good night. Sorry. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, okay? Have good dreams. Hop, hop. Hop, hop. I hope you have a good night. I'm sorry if I didn't see your comments. I was so busy being upset about video cards. I hope somebody is on when I friggin' end my stream so I can raid them. I always try to raid people, but I always end up forgetting to. I'm such a dingus. Please forgive me. I actually got honey from that. I want to at least try and finish 5-star tonight. God damn it. Got all these shits to do. Oh, did I do the wrong one? Oh, I did the wrong one. That's why I didn't unlock it. Oh, she doesn't say anything? They could at least give her like the sound bite for see ya. I do like her animation that she waves at you. That's pretty cute. It's so one cool thing I learned when I was playing Try was I just thought like and in Monster Hunter I always just thought you had to do all the quests, but it was pretty cool when I found out that there are key quests you could just do. When I found out, oh, I don't have to do all the quests, I can just do the key quests. It was like the dope. Oh my god, fuck it. He got away. It was like the coolest thing ever. Cause you know, you don't have to sit down and do all the quests. I usually like doing all the quests because I just like completing it, you know, completionist. I mean, I wouldn't really say I'm like a real completionist. I just try to, you know, I just try to do the most as I can. I'm not gonna go out of my way to like get 100%, but I'll do it until it's not fun, you know. If it becomes unfun, then I'm like, yeah, screw this shit. I'm not gonna do it. But as long as it's fun, I'll like continue trying to get like clearing, getting a completionist or whatever. But when I found out that you didn't have to do all the quests, there was like only a set amount you had to do. I was like, oh, this is like the best thing since sliced bread. I feel like a few things you need when you're playing Monster Hunter is Athena's ass. Athena's ass is it's Athena's ass, of course. Athena's ass is like, I forgot what the acronym for ass breaks down to, but it basically is like a program you can use where you can put in all your armors and all your what's the armor stones or whatever they're called in this game, and they allow you to try and make the best armor. So say you have I forgot they call them armor. If you have a decoration that has like 8+ gathering and you want to make like a really fast build gathering armor, you would put in like all the decorations, all the armor you have, and they will try their best. It would try to make an armor for you. So that's pretty cool. It really changed the game for I forgot what the last. Is it Generations? I think it's Generations. It really helps with Generations because Generations, that game is so RNG. It has so much it was one of the first Monster Hunters I feel that was very RNG. Like, it's just, you're not gonna get the same thing, you know, so it was really weird playing that one. But Athena's ass is pretty good for that one because you would get some really good shit. But like, there's sometimes when you get really good armor or a really good decoration and you don't really know how to use it per se. And Athena's ass would just make it hella easier for you. It would really be like, okay, if you have this decoration, if you do this, you can use this and get this. So it was pretty good. I liked it. I'm not sure if they have one for Hunter XX. I guess they'll have the, well, I guess with this game is coming out. This is coming. I think it's coming on the Switch and on the 3DS. So I'm sure there's will be Athena's ass for that, or maybe the guy is gonna be like, "Fuck it, I'm not making Athena's ass for that one, and just make one for Monster Hunter World." But I don't think he made one for Monster Hunter World just yet, because I remember reading up on it. He's like, Monster Hunter World is different from the other ones, so I'm not sure if he's gonna make one for that. But that's one thing you need if you're playing Monster Hunter, I would say. Another thing you really should always have like bookmarked is the Monster Hunter wiki page. I've been using the Monster Hunter wiki page since I started playing Monster Hunter. Like, the Monster Hunter wiki has helped me so much. I feel if you were to ask me what if I use wikis, I would say yeah, I use wikis, but I would really use the Monster Hunter one, because I used that Monster Hunter one so much. It has so much information on it if you that you need as someone who's playing Monster Hunter. It tells you like what the monster is weak to. I believe it also tells you if it's weak to like blunt or like blade weapons. It's just a good wiki. It's a really like, I don't really like browse through many wikis. I'm not like a wiki fan or whatever, or whatever. I don't know what you'd really call that. But the Monster Hunter wiki is really good, and it's always up to date. It's never been not up to date. They keep it up to date really well. It's a really good wiki to use, and I think if you are playing Monster Hunter, I don't want to say if you're playing Monster Hunter seriously. I don't really think of it like that. I just think of it more of if you are playing Monster Hunter, it's really good to use that fucking wiki, because it will make things a lot easier for you, most definitely. Because it has for me, and I've been using that shit for like ages. It's a really old wiki. It was part like it was, and I guess like the next thing you'll probably need, which is, I mean, self-explanatory, but like I guess maybe not, but YouTube videos, I recommend like there used to be a other guy, I'm not sure if he changed his name, but there's a guy called Gaijin Hunter. I haven't really watched his stuff lately, but he provides really good like tutorials and stuff on how to use a weapon and stuff. I think he's the one that has like the bug hunting videos, like how to scale your bug and everything to the best of like to make it really good and really fast. And to be honest, like I said, I believe that there's only one good bug in the game, to be honest with you. I don't really feel like any of the other bugs are really good. But yeah, there's a lot of good YouTubers who really explain the game well, give good advice. Yeah, I think two things that helped me along when I was playing Monster Hunter was the Monster Hunter wiki and YouTube videos. I really don't remember if he changed his name to Gaijin Hunter, but there was a guy, and he would just give you guides on how to fight the monsters. It was really helpful because, like, when you're fighting your first like monster by yourself, it's like shit. This is hard. But they really made it easier. So yeah, those are some things that can help you with Monster Hunter. What is the... Gotta kill 3 of them. I can't really think of anything else per se. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else you'd probably need. Those are the few things you need. I mean, I'm not sure how they... I mean, I guess I'm thinking this as an old fan. I don't know how they really changed it, especially with Monster Hunter World. It seems like they kind of made it a little bit easier in terms of like finding monsters and stuff. So, that's gonna be interesting to play and see how that's gonna be like. I'm not like rushing. I mean, I do want to play Monster Hunter World, but one, I'm not rushing to play Monster Hunter World because I don't have the money to play Monster Hunter World. I don't have the money to buy it right now. I'd rather use it on something else. There's a few things I need to spend that money on than Monster Hunter World. Also, I already started playing this one and I really like it. So I don't really see the point. I don't really see the point in having to play Monster Hunter World. I'm still playing Monster Hunter, you know. I can wait for a sale. Wait for it to go on sale. I guess they like worked out all the kinks and everything, but yeah, I mean, work out all the kinks and everything. Wait for like all the updates and everything to be downloaded and stuff. I don't really, for me it's not like I wouldn't have a hard time playing catch up to say. I mean, I'm a veteran in this game, so I have an idea of how the game works, so it's not like I'll really per se have a hard time playing the game, you know. I mean, I guess like I do know a few people that are playing Monster Hunter, and I guess the only thing that does suck is that everybody will be higher level than me. But I'm sure I can catch up pretty fast. Yeah, I don't really think I would have a problem catching up per se. Then I think if I'm playing this. If I was playing this like on like maybe an actual system like a 3DS or a Switch or a PS4 or PC or whatever, I'd probably be playing more of the online. I think by as soon as I got this Hemtar armor, which was like, I think, when did I get this Hemtar armor? I think like 3-star. I'd probably ready to start doing guild quests. Like I said, I usually rush and do guild quests. It's pretty easy when you're doing guild quests and you have a 4-man team. It's easier to kill everything, so it's not really that hard to level up per se for those. So I don't think I'd really have a hard time leveling up. Yeah, I'm sure I could like reach up to where everybody is really quickly. I don't think I would have a problem with that. I hope that game has really hard. Ooh, I wonder if it has high guild quests. Oh, I hope it does. I believe this one has high guild quests. That's one thing that did suck about generations. It didn't have high rank guild quests, and a lot of people were salty about that, so that's another reason why they're bringing out this new Monster Hunter, because they didn't have high rank guild quests. Everybody wants to play higher rank guild quests, you know? So yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have this game on the 3D, not the 3DS. What's it, the Switch? It'd have been cool to play this on the Switch, but, it's like, eh. I'm not really a fan of the Switch. As a content creator, like I said, I'm not really a big fan of Nintendo. I mean, I do like Nintendo games per se, but I don't really like how they go about doing their business models and stuff. I don't really like that about Nintendo, so it kind of really leaves a bad taste in your mouth about like trying to do anything Nintendo wise. So I kind of stay away from doing any Nintendo shit. But like, and then also I don't really see any games on it that I would necessarily want to buy, you know? It's not like this. First of all, I gotta go and buy a Switch. That costs money. I'm hearing so much problems about the Switch. I don't really see it. It doesn't look like a fun system. Like I said, I don't like how unergonomic the Switch is, and the Switch looks. It doesn't look comfy, you know? Like, nothing beats having one of these in your hands. Like, I like having, I didn't mind having a PSP. Like, sure, like playing Monster Hunter, yeah, my hand did cramp up, but it wasn't so bad. I feel like it took like a good while before, like with a PSP, it took a good while. It took like a good while before my hand would start to cramp up with that shit. But the 3DS, oof, my hand would cramp up real fast with it, and I couldn't like play it for too long. So I don't really like how they got that boxy look to it, you know? I don't really like that. Not a fan of that. I don't really see any games on it that I would necessarily want to play. Like, I'm not really a big fan of Zelda. I mean, that was a big game. It looks fun, but you know, I'm not gonna go out and buy a system for it, you know? I'm not gonna do that. And it costs too much money. How much I gotta kill? Is it hunted on? Oh my god, come on. You guys killing me. Oh no. I do have to do that though. You guys gonna make me collect fungus? Are you serious? Oh my god, I hate those types of quests. It should be... Let's eat for this. Can never be too prepared. Sushi master. Yeah, I think the only handheld that I per se want to get is maybe the Vita, but the fucking Vita is like, the Vita is done. You know, it's done. There's nothing coming out for it. So like, in a way, Nintendo kind of won the handheld market, you know, because there's nothing coming out on handhelds besides the Switch. Microsoft's not making a fucking handheld, and I'm not sure if Sony is going to make a new handheld. I mean, I like overall, I do like. If I had to choose, like, I'm not a console person, dude. I am not a console person, but if I had to pick a console, it would be the PlayStation 4. I love PlayStation. I mean, I grew up playing PlayStation. That's a factor in it. I guess I feel like, you know how your parents are, where it's like, I only buy Sony or only buy Toshiba. You know, I'm not gonna buy if it's not Toshiba or it's not Sony, I'm not buying it. In that sense, it is kind of like that, but because you know, I grew up playing it and they usually make good systems. But it's also I never been a fan of the Xbox. Never been a fan of the Xbox. Well, I like the original Xbox. Actually, there are a few games on the Xbox 360 that I want to play. I am like, that's the cool thing that's about streaming, is that it allows me, like, there's a lot of games that I was going to play, I wanted to play, but I necessarily wasn't going to play them because you know, it was like I don't really see the point. I forgot to buy pickaxe. But like, now that I'm streaming and stuff, you know, I can look back and be like, oh, yeah, I kind of want to play this game, and it gives me a reason why to play it. Cause I do collect games, and it's like, I can't think of a time when I would want to play this game. Cause I used to buy games, but it was more of, I can't think of when I'm going to play this game. So now that I do stream and stuff, it gives me a chance to, per se, have a reason why to play the game. So that's good. I thought the Kazoo was gonna be here. It's been a while since I fought a Kazoo here. But yeah. I do like I'm more of a like, if I had to pick between the consoles, I'd have to pick PS4. I feel like the PS4 is the only console right now that's doing really well in my eyes. Like, I mean, I guess the Switch is doing pretty well, but I don't really feel like the Switch is that powerful, and I don't really feel like they got games like that. I feel like Xbox is shit. I don't really feel like the Xbox is really... I feel like, what's the Xbox One? I kind of laugh at anybody who has an Xbox right now. I mean, I feel like they aren't really providing anything that's, like, cool, I guess. Like... I mean, when console wars were, like, strong, oh my god, Xbox kids would never shut up. Now it's like, Xbox kids are so quiet. Like, I don't hear anything from their side. Like, it's quiet. Like, you know? It's quiet. I feel like the only people that play, like, on Xbox are, like, people who shill for Xbox, you know, like people who are paid to, like, play on Xbox, you know? I don't really feel like anyone's playing on that shit. So I really feel like Sony is doing pretty well in terms of market. I guess the Switch is like doing stuff, but I feel like that shit was dead on arrival, man. I don't really feel like it was doing anything interesting or cool, to say the least. It had a lot of problems on launch and stuff, so yeah, I don't really see anybody going crazy over it. I think PlayStation's the only like game that people are going not so about. I mean, Sony has their shits that they gotta work out, but I feel like in terms of like, if you were to ask me what console you should get, I would say get a PlayStation 4. To be honest with you, I would mostly really tell you to just get a PC. To be honest with you, yeah, I'd just be like, get a fucking PC. Because most games now are coming out on PC. So well, if you had to pick one, I would say get a PS4. It's a tournament standard after all. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. If you are playing like fighting games and stuff, it's the tournament standard. Like, I guess like for all the fighting games when I think about it. But hey, shut the hell up. Hey, at least I'm not having frame drops anymore. I think they updated the emulator. Yeah, before I'd be getting frame drops up the ass, but now I'm not. That's pretty good. Shit, I forgot to paintball him. But, yeah, it's... Shit. Well, he don't go in that many different areas. Yeah, I feel like if you are trying to get like big in the per se in the FGC or whatever, I would totally recommend you getting a PlayStation 4 because it's for some reason it's the tournament standard. I don't know why. I guess because Sony is just throwing so much money at them to make it like the best of the tournament standard. I really would like it if what's it? PCs were the tournament standard, but like it can't. It just couldn't be unless. Like, the reason why PCs can't be the tournament standard, one, they're fucking huge. I mean, like, they're huge. They require so much, you know? They require so much. Consoles are nice and small to carry and shit, so it's not so bad. It's very noob friendly. When I say noob friendly, if you don't know how to build a PC, it's pretty easy. I don't really think, to be honest with you, that console fans like to claim, well, Sony fans like to claim that the PS4 is as strong as a PC, but it's not there yet, dude. Like, it's always funny when I see somebody who's been playing on console go on PC and they're like, whoa, Like when I helped my boyfriend build his first PC, and because he used to play on console all the time, when we built the PC and he started playing like Dark Souls, when we played Dark Souls on PC, he was like, whoa. And I was like, I know. So yeah, but when I really got it, like when gaming I think was at its best during like 2008 to 2011, but like 2007 to 2010, where gaming was like really big. I mean, like, you know, like how, you know, when gaming was like not how it is now. You know, so much politics in gaming now, when there wasn't as so many politics in gaming as there is now, when it was just, you know, our own little world type shit. Yeah, PCs was like the thing to have, man. It was, I mean, it still is like PC. When I wanted to get a PC, it was still pretty niche. I mean, people were still mostly playing on their consoles because nobody really knew how to fucking build PCs. I mean, like, they give guides and stuff, but they cost a lot and everything, and I was still pretty young back then, so I didn't really know how to per se build a PC. So so like having a console is just my outlet to be able to still play games, because, you know, I wanted to play games, but I always wanted to play on PC. I never wanted to play on console. So having the ability to now play on PC is really nice. So that's another reason why. Also, PCs are hella expensive. Like, for a good PC, it's really expensive. Like, you guys spend like at least 1,000, I want to say, for like a good piece, like for a decent PC. For $1,000, you could buy, I think you could at least buy like maybe like 3 PS4s. Like, I'm sure you could probably might buy 5 if you really search. You could probably get some used ones. So yeah, like you can, with a consoles, you can get for more for less. I mean, they do have, like, for backing, they have Sony backing them, I believe. I didn't know that Sony was giving them money to play on PlayStation 4s, but they do have that. So they're heavy, they're expensive. I forgot the other reasons. I mean, yeah, they don't really, like, the thing is with PCs, if they started playing on PCs, it would be so much better, because it's not to say we wouldn't fucking get backing, you know. We'd get, the sponsorships. Imagine getting Nvidia sponsoring your fucking tournaments, or like Intel. Like, they're like, they give you more money than fucking Sony combined. Oh my god, each one of them would, oh my god, would probably be like twice for each, you know? Like, each would be giving you so much more. It would be so much better. So it's not like to say we wouldn't get the backing, but they're also easy to store. So yeah, they're expensive. They're not really noob friendly. They're heavy. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, if you get a used console, it's not to say, like, I feel like with PCs, it's almost like a car, especially, like, if you're getting, it's like a fucking car, especially, like, if it's an old PC, like, not, like, if I was trying to sell my PC, I'm not sure if I would get that much for it. Maybe my video card would probably not do too bad. Excuse me. But it's hard to like resell sometimes. But the console's not that bad to resell, you know. You see it collecting dust, you can probably just sell it and still get money off of it. But it's so much easy. It's just, I don't know. Collect 3 popo tongues. I'll say poo tongues. Popo tongues. Yeah, I mean, I can see why we're still using like PCs, play consoles, but it's just like, oh, it's like when you go, it's like, you know, that saying, you know, once you go PC, you never go back, you know. So it's like that because it's just such a difference. It's such a big fucking difference. Oh my god, it's just glorious. Like when you go from playing, when you go from playing on 30 frames and you play on 60 frames, that alone is like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to anything else. If this mission is what I think this mission is, they wrong for this. I feel like this mission is what I think it is, but I hopefully it's not. But like just being able to play in 60 frames is a lot, and then like when you get your like Titan X or your 1080 GPU and you play your game on high settings with your friggin', well, I don't really think you really need a 4K monitor, but with your 4K monitor on a high settings with shadows and everything on, with your 4K monitor and everything, your 1080, you fucking bitch. With your 1080 and everything, it's like, oh my god, where have you been all my life? It really is like that. I mean, I feel like I'm one of those people that makes people switch sides, you know, like, you know, you give them like a taste of it and then they're like, I can't go back. I just need this now. I just always need this now, Danielle. You know, it's like that. It's like that. Cause like, I knew they was gonna do some shit like this. I knew they was gonna throw me a fucking monster like this, but it's not. I'm sad because they don't got Tiger Rex in this. Do they got Tiger Rex in this? I don't want to fight this stupid bitch. But like, man, when you go from console and you get your first like PC and you play on high settings, this, like, if you have the same game on console and you play it on PC, dude, you're like, I'm never fucking playing another console in my life. Like, it really is like that. Because like once you go back to console, you're like, I don't want to play this. You don't want to play it. It's like the only way like you see me now playing a fucking console game is if that game's not if it's like it's exclusive. If it's an exclusive, then yeah. Then yeah, you got me. I'm not. Then I would have to play it on console. Like the only game right now that I per se want to play on console is get over here. Get over here. Fuck. Lucky. The only games per se that I really want to play on console right now is Persona 5. I can't think of, that's the only game right now on console that I want to play. And I'm praying to God that they bring that shit to PC. I think Atlas does not want to bring that shit to PC because they already don't want people streaming that game. Like, I hate the fact to play that game I gotta buy. I don't like people. It's always people said I don't need to buy a capture card, and then people said I do need to buy a capture card. So I'm like really not fucking sure. I'm really not fucking sure if I need to buy one or not. What? He can suck you in? Nah. No way. This guy's a bitch. No. No. You lie. You lie. He got a fucking skill like that. You can stream straight from the PS4, no problem. They actually made it surprisingly well. Okay, because from what I heard is Atlas was from what people told me is that what Atlas fucking did was they made it so you could only play the game to a certain amount. Like if I think after after a certain date you couldn't stream it anymore because they're like, ooh, we don't want the story to get fucked over. We want people to buy the game and play the story. We don't want any spoilers. So that's why I'm like, oh, that really sucks. So a lot of people were saying you need a capture card to do that, and they were saying that Atlas was doing copyright claims for that. But then I'm also hearing people saying you don't need a capture card, you can just stream it regularly. Roselle, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. But that's what I've been hearing. I was like, this sucks. But I guess if I don't need to do that, that's pretty good. If I can just stream it without that, then yeah, I have no problem. I really I wasn't a fan of Persona 4, so I don't really want to play that one, but I do want to play 5 because 5 looks cool. I think I wanna. I kind of hate that, people might hate me, but whatever, I don't really give a fuck. But I kind of I won't play the Persona 3 for the on the PlayStation 2. I might play the one on the PSP, because that's the one where you could be a girl, like, I don't know why they haven't made it so you can't be a fucking girl in that game. Dude, I want to be a girl in that game. Why can't I not be a fucking girl? Oh shit, didn't hear about that. That's pretty dumb. Yeah, that's what I heard. A lot of people say otherwise, so I'm not really sure. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll research more on it. What's this? But I really just hope it's not. Oh man, now I gotta fight that bitch. Hendoksai. Oh, sorry. No, It's alright, it's alright. I'll give you permission. Oh, yeah, you can, okay, let's see. No, don't discard that, you crazy? Really? I feel like I should be able to talk about whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. That's kind of annoying. I don't like, this is what I don't fucking like. I don't like when, yeah, whatever, okay, it's their fucking game, but like, listen dude, you make the fucking game. If I buy it with my fucking money, I should be able to do the fuck I want with it, alright? If I'm streaming it, you know, let me just stream the fucking game. Yeah, it really is, because like, dude, the fuck? I should be able to do whatever I want. I spend like money on it, so who the fuck are you to tell me how to play it? It ain't fucking cheap either, dude. For the amount of money I'm paying for the damn game, it should be giving me a damn blowjob while I'm at it. While it's at it, I mean. But it's just, I just hate when it's just like, people have been streaming games, recording games, posting Let's Plays for so long, and now you mad because people doing that, because now people don't want to buy the game. But it's like, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest right now, like, I really don't like watching people play games like that. I don't. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it really does help people. Yeah, it really does help with the sales. When like not streaming, when like Let's Plays was a big thing on YouTube, like, you know, 2007, like 2009 type era. I didn't really have like the consoles and stuff, and like I didn't have like a lot of like the old games, or you know, there's a lot of games I didn't know about, so I used to watch Let's Plays because it was more of a game I was interested in knowing more about, and I wanted to see somebody play it. Some of the games that I watched Let's Plays of was like Siren, Clock Tower. I don't think, well, please don't make me play Clock Tower. I don't want to play that game, dude. Clock Tower, Haunting Grounds, Rule of Rose. I do own Rule of Rose. I'm so happy. I got no lie. If you Google the game Rule of Rose right now, US, it's like, I think like $200. I got that game for like $10. And it's crazy because I got it from one of those hole in the walls. And it was just like, I saw the game. I was like, is that Rule of Rose? Is that Rule of Rose? And then I saw the price and I was like, it was $10. And I was like, can I get that game? And I just was trying to keep a solid face the whole time, because I was like, I don't want to say anything. I just want to buy this game and run out I just want to run out the store. So I ended up getting that game for like $10. It's a really good game. It's mad depressing though. That fucking game's hella depressing. I don't know if I don't know if Twitch. I think I could play that on Twitch. It does have a lot of like themes in it though, but it's a game I do want to play on stream. But yeah, I'm not really that big in watching other people play unless it's like a game that I'm interested in getting myself. But these companies like Nintendo, Atlas, who's another one? Who's another one that does this? I think it's only Nintendo and Atlas. Those two companies, they got that like mad old Japanese mentality where like they just got a whole bunch of old people they got a whole bunch of old people there, so they don't really understand how shit works now. But like the whole like influencer type stuff, and also some people some people do play the game themselves, but some people a cutscene. Some people do want to see like one of their favorite streamers play the game to see how they're gonna play the game. So a lot of the companies now don't realize that, and it's also like free publicity for their games, like a free advertisement, so it's pretty dumb. This is like the first time I'm seeing like a legit cutscene in the game now. Like these are what I'm used to for like cutscenes like in the game. Like usually when you do fight a monster, this is what the game is supposed to look like the cutscenes wise. Like I'm not a fan of how the new cutscenes look like in this game. Like they're done so lazily now, so it really does suck. Usually the game's like usually when you like see the monster for the first time, it's like a little skit and everything. Yeah, it's really dumb when big streamers play like random indie games that nobody would ever find and then they blow up. Yeah, it really is. Like PewDiePie is like a good example of that. You know how many games PewDiePie has played that nobody knew about and then like they blew up because of him, and it's just, I don't understand. It's just some like some people aren't gonna like. There are people who are just gonna buy the game. Then there's people who's gonna be like, I'm gonna buy the game because so and so did a review on it, or they watch one of their streamers. They see a streamer that they like did the game, and then they're gonna buy the game and play it. But I guess it has its own, but it's just like why make it hard for like people, like especially with like Nintendo games. At this point they can fucking sink for all I care. They make it hard because there's people who really want to do reviews for like Nintendo games, like, or like just play the fucking game, and they make it so hard now because it's like you work so hard in producing the content, and then Nintendo want to take the whole fucking, they want to claim the whole fucking game, like the whole video, and just like, this game is like 20 years old, dude. Like, what the fuck? It's so stupid. So like, they're just hurting themselves. So it's like, I mean, Nintendo has the money to get the audience on their own through advertisements and stuff, but it doesn't really matter if people, you're doing all this advertisement but nobody's playing your game or nobody's talking about your game. The people I really feel bad for is like the Smash people, because Nintendo doesn't want their game to be streamed and stuff, and it's like, it's so annoying, First they're like okay with it, and then they're not. It's like, make up your fucking mind. What can be what is breakable on this guy? I don't even know. I don't like the fact that he can suck you in with his fucking trunk. That shit's like hella gay. I'm sure his legs can be broken, his horns can be broken. I'm not sure about what else can be broken. I don't think his tail can be cut off though. But yeah, they just like, you're just making it so people don't want to play your game, you know? Like, what's the point of spend all this money on a game and then nobody wants to play it? Because it's like, oh, we stream it, we get a copyright strike, you know? We get DMCA or whatever. So it's like, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna fuck with it. You know? I'm not... I wanted, like, I did play, like, Super Mario World. And, I did, like, I totally forgot, like, there's so many things that, like, as a viewer, like, I've been on YouTube for a while, like, not YouTube, like, on YouTube, like, posting videos. I've been, like, part of the YouTube community for a while. And so I do know about these things, like, you know, but it's just like when you become a content creator, you're like, oh shit, this really, it sucks, you know? You don't really, it's just different when you're actually like making your own content and your own brand. Like, you don't, when you're just a viewer, you don't really see how things really affect like, I guess, like, you don't really see like, oh shit, this sucks, and you don't really see all like the background shit that content creators have to go through. But it's just, like, I knew about the Nintendo thing, but I totally forgot about it. And then I did a Nintendo World stream and I posted on YouTube, and then I saw that I got a copyright claim on it, and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot. Nintendo doesn't like you watch, like, they don't mind you posting the video because they can claim it. They won't give you a copyright strike. They'll just claim the videos. So copyright strike is like, it's worse than a copyright strike on YouTube is basically like, yeah, you gotta take the video down because it's like, you know, it's like posting a movie or something like that, you know, it's not your own. But a copyright claim is like, the company is like, okay, we see that you post this. Yeah, it's technically you shouldn't be posting it, but we'll allow you to post it, but you won't get any revenue on it. Not to say that I am getting revenue on any of like these videos right now that I am posting. I don't even have I don't have the amount of subscribers to get that right now. But they claim the whole fucking video, not even like half of the video. They take the whole video, so it doesn't matter. And like, for you to actually get something out of the Nintendo videos, right, you have to join their program. And it's not like, for you to join the program, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers. And I believe I think it's like, what's it, 60-40, so they get 40% and you get 60%. I think if you, and so there's two ways of doing it. You can have it where they take your whole fucking channel, which I really don't recommend you do, or you can have it where they just claim the videos that you choose. That one I do suggest you do. I mean, so it's gonna be a while before I can actually like even like monetize any of those videos, but it still sucks, you know, like, oh my god, you know, like, I grew up playing Nintendo, and I really like I do like some Nintendo games. I like more the old Nintendo games. I'm not really a fan of the new Nintendo games. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of like the old Nintendo games. I mean, I feel like Nintendo today is like the Apple of gaming, like they'll just crank out any type of shit and people will just fucking buy it because like I mean, gaming isn't like how it was back then where, everyone was a like I don't want to say hardcore gamer or anything, but like it was just like you couldn't just put out a fucking game, like back then you couldn't just fucking put out any type of game. I mean, like still now you can, but it's just I mean, back then it was more of, yeah, you can't just put out any game and expect people to buy it per se. But nowadays, since you got fucking normies playing video games now and consider themselves gamers. I'm such a gamer. Lick controller. Oh yeah, I totally play Mass Effect. Shove controller between boobs. We got those type of gamers now, and they'll just fucking buy it because it fucking says Nintendo on it, So it's like, if it says fucking Nintendo on it, you'll get people buying it no matter what now. Because everyone's a fucking gamer these days. So it's like nowadays, and especially like with the whole app store and stuff, it's not like companies really don't have to try anymore like they used to. Like I was watching a video yesterday, I forgot what YouTuber was it, but he was covering on this gaming. They didn't even call themselves a game, like a studio. They called themselves a gaming company. And what they do is they make these really fucking shitty ass, simple ass fucking first year game designer type fucking games that require no skill and everything, that are easy to play because fucking normies these days, it's they can't keep up. So they could just like put one of those fucking games out and people will buy it no problem. It's like, it doesn't have to be hard or anything, it just has to look pretty and say, oh, it's a video game, and they'll buy it. It's not like you have to really try anymore. I mean, like, yeah, game companies still try, I'm not saying that, but it's just like, since gaming is like fucking, it's so big now, especially like with like comic books getting popular and shit, and everybody's a fucking nerd these days. It's like they don't really have to try to appeal to the market, like the gamer market anymore, because they still have like those people buying the games. But it's just like, it's also shooting them in the foot, because it's like gamers or whatever. I hate even saying fucking gamers, to be honest with you, but it's like we're the ones keeping it afloat, so so if gamers are not buying the game and you just have like the normies buying the game, it's more of like, it's gonna turn into shit. I mean, they don't really like, they play the game, but like, there's a lot like a game like Tekken, right? Or a game like Monster Hunter. I mean, I don't know I hope Monster Hunter World isn't easy per se. I hope it's not hand holding. But a lot of these games now are just mad hand holding and it's boring. Like, a good example of this, I never liked this series, but this is a good series on this. Good example of this is the Assassin's Creed's fucking games. I don't really play, like, I don't really play Assassin's Creed. I never like. The only Assassin's Creed I've played was the one on the PSP because I just wanted to see what the hype was about with this fucking game. And I hated it, and I thought it was boring, and I never played another Assassin's Creed. But I remember like I remember when the one where they were in Egypt or whatever, and that one came out, and I was watching some streamers play it, and I was watching this. It was like a girl playing it, and like she was like one of those influencers. They got to play the game, and I'm watching her play it, and just like, yeah, guys, this game is so much fun. It's boring. Because now they're like appealing to that market now. So it's more of like, I do keep up with a lot of games, but I don't really buy, I'm not going to buy it. Whoa, I killed them already? I don't really buy them, but I'll want to see the gameplay and see what the game's about. And I see the new one, and that shit looks so fucking boring, Like, they're trying to pander to, like... Oh, I totally forgot I had the song. They're trying to pander to, like, that market. And it's just, like, gamers don't want that shit. Like, you see... Another good example is Battlefield 5. Oh, my God. That shit... Oh, man. I don't know what they was thinking when they... I don't know what they was thinking, dude. But that's like another good example. It's just like another good example that's not even video games is Star Wars, dude. I never liked Star Wars, but like I feel bad for Star Wars fans because like it's not Star Wars anymore, and like all the people that like Star Wars are like, I don't give a fuck about Star Wars now. They changed it so much that I don't care about it anymore. It's like dead. It just sucks that they take these things that just like that had meaning and feeling and love and a community and a fan base and all this shit that was put into it. Like it's just like these companies, they just come in and they take it and they don't understand why things are like how they are. They don't understand the fan base, they don't understand the culture, they don't understand the game or the story or the lore or whatever. They don't understand any of that shit. And then they just come and they just think about, oh, it's just money, it just prints money, just make it, and then they'll just fucking buy it and they don't fucking care. Like, it doesn't work like that. And they realizing that with Star Wars, and I don't really feel bad for Disney because they ruin everything now. They just buying up everything and just ruining it for everyone. So I really don't care. They ruined. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy 1, and then I went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and I was like, this movie is shit. Like, I was like looking back at everyone in this theater because I was like, am I the only one like realizing, like, am I the only one seeing this shit? Is like we watching two different movies, and I legit we was like watching that movie and like nobody was laughing. Like it was just quiet. Like I'm not even lying. And I saw it like that was like the last Disney movie that I saw, like in terms of the Marvel. In terms of like the whole like Marvel universe type shit. After that I was like, I'm not gonna watch no more. I'm not gonna watch any more of these if this is what they're gonna do. If they're gonna shill this Groot shit and they're just gonna take it and just like turn it into just a big shill because they're just taking something that had so much meaning and heart into it and just making it into a cash cow. I'm not gonna be for it, I'm not gonna spend my money on that because I don't got why would I waste money on that, you know? Like, why? I'm not gonna do that. So it just sucks, and it's funny. It's funny because like they just think they can just take something that had so much meaning behind it and just fucking ruin it. So it's funny until it's not funny. And they take something, you know, I would like, oh god. I'm gonna cry. It's like, how are you gonna take something I love, something, especially like they love to take, like it reminds me of when it was just, they just kept throwing out these, like, you know, they got like Rocky and Bullwinkle and all these movies, like movies that should not be movies, like, fucking. Oh my god, shit. Damn. Let me go find another drone. Like, you know, just taking shit from my childhood, making it into movies. Things that should not be movies, they're making it into movies. And it's just, why? Like, make your own shit, you know? They're just taking things that I like and just, like, ruining it. And it's like, and it's just like, well, they're not making it for you. They're not making it for you. They're making it for the new generation. Yeah, but like you're still using you're taking advantage of like the old generation. It's not like you're creating a new IP. You're taking something old that I grew up with and you're fucking ruining it. You know, it's not like to say you making your own fucking game or something. You're taking something that was already established, something that we're like everyone was agreed upon, like this is how you do it and that's it. Like you just taking it and fucking ruining it and putting shit that doesn't belong in it. Like nobody wants politics in these things, you know? Like adding shit that should not be in the fucking game or movie. Like nobody, you know, people come to these things to fucking escape that shit, not fucking like deal with it there too. Like the fuck. You know, it's like, come on, just ruining everything. It's like, jeez, I can't stand it. What's the next quest? I'll do one more quest. I gotta, oh fucking hell. All right. Gotta. It's a 2-star. That's weird. I got that. What quest was that? Slay. Okay, I did that. Slay Gendron. Fucking hell. Defeat Kazoo. One thing I don't like about the new Monster Hunters is like I gotta go to the different towns and like collect quests. So I'm like trying to like look at the quests to see how to collect these other quests. But yeah, man, I just hate when they take something I like and they fucking ruin it. It's just upsetting sometimes because they just change it to like something that they just change it and it's just like, oh man, this is like something I really liked and it just ruined it. Just fucking ruined it. Wait, did I? Don't let me fight. Slay. I'm trying to see how to get this quest. Bear with me. Slay. Galantakai. I did that. Supposed to get a mission to... Hey, guy, can you give me the fucking quest? Yeah, I do like streaming because it gives me an outlet to talk about these things. So it's nice. A local threat. Ah, is it this one? Yes, you. Let's see. What's Yankaku weak against? I think it's weak to everything, but I know it's not weak to fire. Damn, this is what this first fucking home used to look like. Damn. People were struggling back then. Fuck. Sure I could take you. I really wanted to use a great sword, but I'd really like to take a great sword, but they're all have yellow sharpness, and I cannot, and I don't want. I'm not about that yellow sharpness life, so we ain't gonna take that shit. I haven't yet to check to see if that lady had a fucking sale, dude. I need to buy some, like, pickaxe. I gotta buy some potions. There's a lot of shit I need to buy. A lot of shit I need to fucking buy. And she ain't selling it, and she kind of pissing me off. I'm surprised they didn't put, they didn't put the village. I just realized they didn't put the village from Try in this one. I think did Generations have that one? I'm not sure. Excuse me. Man, I do not. I do not want to do those. If there's one thing I hate fucking doing, is doing fishing missions, collecting missions. Those are the two fucking things I hate fucking doing. I really hate doing... Yeah, dude, no. Well, I mean, like, yeah, okay, so I hate doing... For number one, what I hate doing is fishing missions. Fuck fishing missions because they suck. Because you, like, what sucks about fishing missions, if you don't have the right material, like if you don't have, like if you need to get goldfish and you don't have goldfish bait, you're gonna be there all fucking day. You might as well just end the quest and go get goldfish bait, because there's no point. There's really no point. Really no fucking point in playing it, because you're not gonna get. How dare you run away? You're not gonna get any goldfish. Trust me on this. There's many times where I was like, I'm just gonna bring worm bait and they'll just eat that. You'll never get the goldfish like that. You'll never get it. Trust me, I know. They're like, oh yeah, dude, I just forgot. So I hate you don't want to do fishing missions if you don't have to. You don't want to do collecting mushrooms. Like, I hate Try because of this, because they made this new type of like mushroom collecting where, you know, those bugs that eat the mushrooms and they like give you a special mushroom once you kill them. Like, I hate doing that shit, dude. Like, it took me forever when I came out the first time, when you had to like get ripened mushrooms. and you gotta sit there and wait for the bugs to eat it and like get the ripened mushroom. Dude, I hated that shit. I was so mad they added something like that. And those missions are mad annoying to do. The next annoying mission to do is the egg missions. Oh my god. I hate doing egg missions because without fail, as soon as you grab the egg, Raytheon is there to fuck up your day, and there's a whole bunch of Glen Prey running around to friggin' hit you. And what sucks is like, you know, when you have the egg, you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna carry the egg and there's no problem, and you're just gonna take the shortcuts. So they actually like say if this was a path and I was walking here, they actually put a rock here so you can't pass through there, right? And I just thought, like, the developers, they kind of made it, it's kind of cool what they did. So what they did was, they actually made it like an actual person was doing it. Because they know they fucked up by doing that shit. So they made it like an actual person. There's, I think it's Generations. I don't remember which one. There's an actual like mission, like an actual like story. I guess not like I guess like an story arc about it. So yeah, there's this, I forgot why he does it, but like there's a guy who just blocks all the paths. So when you're collecting the eggs, right, you know, you're trying your best to get the egg back to the base, and it uses all your stamina and you can't move. Like, you're basically immobilized. You can't roll, you can't like if I can't climb, you can't climb. And say if I had the egg and I was up here, if I jumped down, I would break the egg. So it really like limits you in movement. So and if you run, like, another thing is if you run out of stamina holding the egg, you drop the egg. So and if someone hits you, like, it doesn't matter if it's just like a minion or monster, like, it doesn't matter if it's a minion or, like, I guess, you know, if a monster hits you, it makes more sense, but it doesn't matter what hits you. If anything hits you while you're holding the egg, you will drop the egg. There's an actual skill to make it so you don't drop it, but you usually end up fucking dropping the egg. I mean, I guess you never do, but I've never gotten that skill. So it's like, you really just want to try and get it to base as soon as possible. For those quests, I recommend you just use a dash drink, and learn which spots are like closed off. But it's kind of funny that they actually made a story, like there's a guy actually blocking the path. I think it was like some type of fucking, you know, patches from Dark Souls type shit where he just wanted to see you fail and drop the egg or something like that. Just there to just make your life miserable. So that's pretty funny. But I hate those quests. I hate any quest I gotta kill like 10 things of, like kill 10 Glen players or some shit like that. Also, I hate, like, I guess Huntathon missions aren't bad, but I prefer not to do them. Like, a Huntathon is basically you kill as many monsters as you can. So if you say, it does help, like, if you're trying to farm up the armor, like a Kezu armor or Rathalos armor. You can fight as many as you want until the timer runs out, so that's not too bad, I guess. But those are annoying too. It'd be nice to have like a real open world Monster Hunter. Sometimes it's annoying, like for gathering quests, like I have to like do a quest to get them, you know. It's not like I can just It's not like I could actually just like go outside. I mean, try you could do that. You could just I think it's like you just walk through the gates and you could just go outside and you could gather, which is not bad. But yeah, I wish it was more like open world sandbox. I mean, I feel like that's really impossible, but it'd be nice. Cause sometimes, you know, when you gotta do the gathering, it's just like, oh, you gotta select the mission and everything. It gets mad annoying. But I guess I don't really mind it. It's whatever. But it'd be nice. I do like doing comfy gathering with people. Yeah. If you haven't noticed, I am playing this on the emulator. And I believe it does have online, which I have not looked into figuring out how it works yet. So I don't know how it really works. But I'm sure it can work. I do like want to play some online one of these days. It would be cool if some of my viewers had this game too. That way you could play some games together. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty toxic. I expect the best. One thing with Yankaku, if you want to know if he's weak, his ears will go back like that, so that way you can know he's weak. You know how they were big, like fanned out like this? Like when they go like this. Oh, well, I guess I can't do it. But when they close, so like when they're wide open, he is like at full health. But when they're closed, he's low in health. Yeah. He was like one of the first monsters. Wait, what the fuck? He's like one of the first real big monsters you fight in Monster Hunter 2. I mean, he's not that bad, but oh, fighting him for the first time was pretty bad. High rank Yankaku is annoying. Blue Yankaku is annoying. I'm surprised I wasn't able to cut his ears yet. Nice. Yeah, I was trying to take my time and not try to kill him. Damn. Earlier I was talking about like sometimes when you kill a monster, they might end up in the lava or they might end up in the water and you can't reach them. Another thing that would happen sometimes is you would kill the monster. I think this more happened to me. Was where you would kill the monster, but they were just at the edge where this like say this map, this area would end. So like, you know, at a certain line, you know, you go through it and then, you know, you go to the next area. So sometimes a monster would be in that like that dead zone where you can't reach it, so it just sucks so much. That's happened to me a few times. That sucked. I totally remember that now. That happened to me a few times. Yeah, I never really got the monster being in the water. I think I got like the monster dying in the lava, and I got the monster dying in the fucking and like this, like, so yeah, so the I couldn't get to show you, but like right here, like say if I was fighting a monster and the monster died like right here, like maybe another like one more body over, I couldn't reach the monster to like carve from it, you know, so it sucks. It doesn't really suck much like low rank, but like high rank when like, especially like if it's like a Rathalos or something, like you really need those like really high materials and shit. it can really suck. It can really suck because like, damn. I mean, like, if it's like you just needed, if it's a key mission you just needed to do as a key mission, that's alright. But if it's like a mission that, you know, you was trying to farm up the armor, or you're just trying to get like, yeah, you're just farming up the armor and shit, and like it's like a really high rank it's a really high rank monster. Hey, shut the fuck up. That shit sucks, dude. This shit really sucks. I'm getting kind of not tired but lazy. I really was trying to do all of the 5-star today, but I don't think I'll be able to. Warren's Nest. Let's see. Whew. Oh, Warren's dead. My bad. Oh, well, I guess they changed it to Warren's. Oh, yeah, man. Alright, I'm gonna do this shit tomorrow. I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow. I gotta deliver 2 Warren eggs. Yeah, I'm totally doing that tomorrow. Fuck that shit. Yeah, see all the like these missions, they always give you the most annoying ass missions that you don't want to fucking do. Might as well should do that one. Alright, I'll just do this one because it's like mad quick. I don't know what it leads into, but might as well just do it. It should be quick. Yeah, I thought I've been here already. Wait, oh. 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 Okay. Oh, I'm like, this area looks different. But it's the same area. Yeah, kill you bitches. I gotta find out where to get that wood. Is there any, okay. I gotta fight a drone also. Because I add to the upgrade that, forgot what weapon it was. Wolf teeth or some shit. The Monster Hunter 2 starter. Longsword. I swear there was a Jaguar right here. Did he just run away? Yeah, he better run away. Oh boy, I gotta do some Japanese homework or my teacher will kill me. She won't kill me. But she'll want to. Japanese is pretty, it's pretty fun. It's hard, but it's fun. If you don't know, I have a tutor I meet every 2 weeks. I used to, when I had a job, I used to be able to do it every week. But I can't anymore, so I have to do it every 2 weeks. Hopefully, if I can make a decent income, I'd really... Yeah, it's like thinking, if I can make a decent income, I'd really like to take up guitar classes and like piano classes. And I think what I first would probably do is I'd probably do some, oh, it's you bitches I gotta kill? I thought it was the small ones. Damn. But yeah, it'd be really nice to take some classes. I feel like self-studying is really like self-rewarding, and you do like learn a lot. I mean, like you get like real self accomplishment, and like I feel like you become more I don't know what's the word to say, but I don't know what, you have self-discipline, I think, yeah. And so I feel like, yeah, doing self-study really helps. Like, I think any self-study really helps with that, like, cause you know, if you don't, it's up to you to do it, you know. It's not like with a class where a teacher makes a plan and everything and you just follow it and you don't really have to think about it, which is like, you know, it's really nice if you have someone there who has like a solid plan of how just to do it. It really helps with the whole self-studying where, you know, it's trial and error and you don't really waste your time learning shit you don't really need. But it's something nice, rewarding, where, you know, you learn it on your own and stuff. I'd really like to take, I'd really wish I had the income to take classes. I'd really like to take some Japanese classes. There's one that I really would like to take, that this school offers. Is like a intensive course where it's just like every day for, I think, like, I'm not sure, is it 2 weeks or something? You meet for 6 hours and shit. It's like really intensive, and I was like, whoa, that seems like fun. Like, I mean, it doesn't really seem like, oh my god, like Danielle, you're trying to kill yourself, but it's like you would learn so much in a short period of time, you know. So one day I would like to take that. I'd really like to take guitar classes also, and a piano class, and the Spanish class. That'd be really nice. I mean, self-study is nice because it's cheap. You know, it's really cheap, so you don't really spend as much money. Like, taking like classes, they're really expensive. They're not cheap. They're not cheap at all, you know. So if you're able to like take a class and like you got a good teacher, you don't got a sucky teacher, and they like teaching and shit, like you really learn a lot really fast. And it's just you know, I've been like studying Japanese for like, I guess it's almost going on 3 years. I mean, I know, like, I'm not good yet. I'm not really that good because I'm not really that good. I'm okay, like, you know, I'm just there. But like, if I was able to like have a teacher, like I do have a tutor, but we only meet every 2 weeks, and it's not really like a class setting in a sense, like, you know. But it'd be really nice if I was able to have like that real like teacher teaching you and shit. It'd be really, I would learn so much, so fast too. But maybe in the future. My sensei really wants me to take the JLPT 5. I really don't want to take it because I'm lazy. Like, in all honesty, it really doesn't matter to take the JLPT because it's really good to take the JLPT if you're like, if you're doing a job or something, like if you're trying to get like a Japanese job, then yeah, I would say yeah, then you would probably want to take the JLPT. But if it's more, why did I open this? If you're like doing it for yourself and you don't really care, you don't really necessarily have the JLPT. I mean, what's nice about taking the JLPT is it shows you how much you've learned, you know? It's like, it's more of, if you're doing self-study and you want to take it, it's more of like, wow, to see how much you've improved, you know? Like, oh, I've improved so much, you know? It's like practicing, and it's like practicing, and then, you know, here's like a way to see how much you really know, you know? So it's like, oh, no. So in a way, it's a really good way of seeing like how much you've learned and just testing your knowledge and everything. So it's not that bad. I mean, you know, take it if you want. If you're in the States, I think it only comes once it's only once a year because the JLPD is like mad serious. Like, dude, you can't even like, I think you can have a watch. I think you could only have like a watch and a pencil. You can't have like, if you have a bottle of water, you gotta rip off the piece of paper on it. It's just like, you could just have the bottle with no label on it. They're like, you know how they always have like those test cheats, how you can like put it on a band-aid and shit. They'd be like, no fucking band-aids, no none of this. I want to see that you actually have a cut type shit, you know? I think even if you have an eraser, you can't have it with the paper on it or something. Like, they're real anal about it. Like, it's real serious. If your phone rings during the test, you automatically fail. It's like that serious, like Japanese, like, yeah, buddy, we don't fuck around with tests, which Japanese do not. But yeah, I guess I am of skill to probably take the JLPT. I mean, I'm mad lazy about it, but I'm sure I could take it, you know, if I just stop being a bitch and take it. It's just, I gotta schedule myself better. See, this is like what's so good about like having, what's nice about having like a teaching, like being in a classroom setting is you're forced to do it, you know, you have like a professor who's really checking to see that you're doing your homework and everything. It's not like self-study where it's like you gotta be your own teacher and shit, your own boss and everything. Same with like having your own brand, like, you know, you gotta be your own boss, making sure you put your own hours, making sure that you're doing things and stuff. So it can get, you know, you really like when you're doing like the self-study or you're making content, being a content creator and shit. Yeah, it can get, yeah, you really are your own like boss, so you really gotta like be the one telling yourself, okay, we're gonna do this today, you know? So like if you can have like a schedule, that's pretty good. I really need to like, this is cute, I really need to like make a schedule my fucking self because you know, I really do get stuff done. It's just surprised me with like streaming and everything that I really didn't expect I'd be spending this much time on it, you know? I spend like I really do spend a lot of time, like, I do edit videos, make them shorter. There's a lot of things I do, so, melting pot, what's this? There's a lot of things that I do, like, you know, I want to make a new shirt design. That's gonna take time and all that stuff, and, you know, spending time with, you know, people and all the other stuff, you know, drawing, practicing Japanese, practicing the guitar. You know, it takes up a lot of time and effort. Yeah. You gotta have like real self-discipline to like be doing this whole like self-study, your own boss type stuff. It's really hard. But as long as you have self-discipline and you pace yourself and everything and make sure that you're doing stuff, you'll be alright, you know. It doesn't, like, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so it takes a while, but once you get there, you'll start getting the hang of things. It does take a while before you get into the grooves of things, so don't be hard on yourself. But anyways, I'm gonna skedaddles now. Thank you for watching my stream or video if you're watching this on YouTube. Don't forget to rate, like, and subscribe. Oh, I feel like a shill. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day or night whenever you're watching this. I'm gonna skedaddle now, so I'll see you, I don't know. Maybe we'll play some more Monster Hunter tomorrow. I want to try and finish. I do have some other games that I am playing, but it's like I don't want to move on to any new games until I finish these games. So yeah, I'm gonna try and finish the games that, if you're on my YouTube, you'll see like currently playing and stuff. So those are the games I'm trying to focus on before I move on to something new. Oof, excuse me. So yeah, bye bye. Have a good day or night. Take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep and enough rest. And don't be so hard on yourself. Jeez. Alright, bye.